top. We do have stickies up top as well, and a soldier in that window room. This is going to be very difficult for TCM. They're definitely going to have to Uber if they want to push through here, because they have nothing else on the flanks. They're going to hold and back off. Actually, this is a smart play here, recognizing that they had it covered there, and now they're going to try and come in from that old school side of the right side. That is a difficult one to push. I'm expecting to go Z here, just sort of push straight in. Now they're going to go back again. DGC, total mind games going on. Actually, the Uber gets popped super early.
On the lower here, and they're getting juggled very badly right now. kaidus, in fact, just sticky jumps away and gets out right yard. Byte is getting juggled inside the point. That one is taken down. CaptainHax, Zebbosai is in deep, as well as hocz apparently, trying to make a play, but that's going to be every heavy class and the medic down, and Rebeli is going to die as well. Got to spot hymzi right now. Watch and see if we can get a big play onto K3 here. He's at about 120 health. But hymzi is spotted. He's just backing up to his garage. He's trying to 1v1 a scout on point here, but Flippy calls his boy. Gets a little support, and hymzi will go down. Byte is up right now at the forward spawn. They're going to get their other heavy classes up. Zebbosai is going to say sniper. Looks like he wants to sit inside that spawn. Excuse me, that's Rebeli, not Zebbosai. Rebeli is sitting inside that forward respawn right now, Admirable.
I can't help but wonder, did TCM just overcomplicate things there on that push into 4? They tried to go left, right, and then left again. If they'd just gone in with a sort of straight up Uber, they might have survived with more than one player, but they have managed to
force the Uber here as well, though. The sniper putting a little bit too much fear into Punchline's hearts, but CaptainHax gets some good damage on a Byte on last. He's taken down, but Zebbosai goes down as well, trying to make a flank play. kaidus wants to contest. They're so close to Uber, but hymzi goes down as well. 4 up for each side. The Uber is popped, but hocz is dropped here. It's 2 combat classes up for TCM versus the now 2 as plapla is taken down. It's Tech and Flynn versus kaidus and Rebeli. I'm looking for the Punchline position here. There's a soldier in garage. He's rather hurt, though. This should be a free pick for TCM, but the pressure is coming in on point from Flynn. He's getting good spam onto the combo. kaidus forced to back up a little now. They're both demos are reloading, but Punchline are backing up to middle here with their demo and medic.
I feel like this battle between Flynn and kaidus is going to be pretty telling on the game. I know Punchline, we didn't get a chance to really go into the results before the game kicked off, but Punchline did actually beat TCM during the season play with a shock result on 2 maps. I think it was 5-2 and 2-0 on Gravel Pit as well, which was eliminated. It was 5-2 on Snake Water, which is the map that
we are seeing the Uber exchange coming here. Admirable, I'll pick up your slack as you stumble over your tongue. It looks like the Punchline soldier wants to go up top, getting good damage onto Zebbosai, but Zebbosai still holding this height advantage. hymzi and Flynn trade. That's a good trade for TCM. Tech goes down as well. Zebbosai down. There's 2 down for each side, but no demo, and in fact 3 down now as... Excuse me, I missed a kill somewhere. But Rebeli goes down. Punchline are now trying to get aggressive here with 3 players up for TCM. They have a soldier on the upper, and TCM's combo actually in a bit of a bad position here. kaidus will go down. The combo nowhere near him. There's still a soldier up top somewhere for Punchline. I guess he went back to the health pack. Could have made a huge play there if he had stuck around. And Punchline will now finally start the cap on this, but TCM, what a contest. Coming in with an overhealed scout, but he gets taken down quickly by Flippy. Flippy, known for his beast DM, also quite the sniper. I'd like to see him show up on that class at some point. But Punchline now in control, holding second here, and there's a scout down. Ubers are even. Punchline could push if they get their heals up in time.
Yeah, that was ridiculous to see hymzi run straight in there, and if you know what's coming, he gets 2 shot like that, even with the buff. Both Ubers popped off here up top, and Punchline are getting the worst of this. 2 frag. Zebbosai picking up Tech, and hocz onto CaptainHax. Soldiers coming up trumps here for TCM, and forcing Punchline out. They're going to have to give up this point without contention, and the combo is backing off in the yard. We do see K3 and Flynn there just finally make it into the ramp room, but they are quite safe in there. There's no one on the flanks for TCM right now. They're playing in a solid unit in that right yard, and right now kaidus is sort of taking a look towards ramp room. There's stickies there from Flynn, but not many. Just 2 there. I wonder where the rest of them are. Maybe I'm missing the big trap here, DJC.
I think he's just working on reloading his ammo right now. There actually are a few more sitting in the area right outside of the ramp room.
I see it now. We do see a stalemate again, DJC. I wonder, will TCM initiate again? kaidus is definitely an aggressive demo man. Maybe something that's been curtailed a little by Byte's more passive medic style. But we saw in this last stalemate, kaidus was the one who sort of forced the action, putting a lot of damage with those stickies. He's definitely been doing more damage in my eyes, even though we don't have the stats here. It just looks like he's constantly out damaging Flynn. His score tells it a little bit, I guess. 3 points in it, but I feel Flynn is definitely the weak point in the Punchline roster. I always say that, and I just love to bash on the guy. So there you go.
Bit of a hater, aren't you, Admirable? But I do think that we'll only see TCM get aggressive if kaidus gets good damage here. We almost saw that opportunity come as the soldier peeked on his sticky trap, but he did not det there in time. We do see some heavy spam from both sides. hocz is on very low health, but so are Tech and K3. This is where TCM will move. K3's Uber is popped on the retreat. Very bad position, especially since kaidus is going to get a nice big solo Uber here. But kaidus, the rare play from kaidus, taking the passive, the defensive route, backs up a little bit.
Byte actually did flash a scout there just in the melee of that Uber. He was trying to reach kaidus, but his Uber went off on a scout, so probably the right move to back off there, especially 6 up, and not really that much damage done apart from the Uber being forced. And we're back to a stalemate again, DGC. How do you like to break these situations yourself?
I like to drink.
You just drink yourself to pass the time, because pushing is losing on Granary. You just gotta hold it, and CaptainHax gets
with
a pick on
hymzi
the
down,
hymzi.
yeah, that should be the push for Punchline. Stickies are coming out from kaidus. kaidus goes down though, overextending a little bit. Gets taken out by CaptainHax there, tried to fight the combo. There is a soldier getting good damage on a K3. He's at 40 health. That's hocz, but hocz is now trapped out on low life as well. With hocz and kaidus down, this should be a free second for Punchline if they decide to take this fight. They will force the Uber here. kaidus is just now up, but Zebbosai gets dropped by byte. That's not a good turnout for TCM as they are now down their soldier. kaidus will come into this late, but he will not have much opportunity to do anything. He comes in up top actually. He and hymzi focus down Flynn. That is the demo down for Punchline, and they don't have the cap yet. Everyone is very low health right now. K3 with a scout in the closet. Pushing onto the point here. Rebeli is so low, but kaidus is as well. The soldier now for Punchline's CaptainHax does take the point. Well capped by them. But plapla will go down. hocz is here to try and take the recap. And take it over for me, James, before my throat dies on me.
The scouts at TCM doing huge work right there. hymzi coming in as he does with that straight rush into your face frag. But Rebeli did so much there, just staying alive, dancing around that point, blocking it and dealing damage, picking off those remaining players. But it just hasn't been enough to retake the point, but definitely bought them enough time after that sort of fail Uber. Byte did die eventually, and he is back up right now, but we constantly see him drop soldiers, and I would be frustrated if I was playing under his Medigun. But we do see Punchline coming in here anyway. We've got that heavy from Rebeli. He's soaking up all the damage. He is being focused down, but they're getting frags on the flanks as well. It's flippy goes down to hocz, and this could go either way. Byte picks up an oversell onto K3, but already the point's capped.
It looked a little sketchy there at first because Punchline were focusing the heavy, but not quite as well as they should have, and it took him so long to die. I was getting a little worried. But then the flank play came in and just demolished everything else, as Rebeli was the only one with heal. But we are going to take over another middle, as it's now 1-1 in this match between TCM and Punchline in the ETF2L playoff. Interested to see if Flynn alters his mid. He's not done a lot going lower here. It looks like he's going to go lower the normal route. kaidus through the lower ramp room, the lower garage. Both scouts up top for Punchline. Only one there for TCM. A quick bomb here from, I believe that's hocz. Actually, kaidus with some huge pipes that connect onto Flynn and K3 and take him down. But hocz and byte are taken down in retaliation. The health is very weak on TCM. kaidus will go down 3 health for Rebeli and half for Zebbosai at the moment. It's Tech versus 2 players. Can Tech clutch this right now? He's reloading his shotgun versus people with about 80 combined health at the moment. The soldier's in good position though. Zebbosai has that health pack control right now, and the scout is taking all pressure off him. Zebbosai in fact getting aggressive with a jump, but Tech gets a nice splash rock. Where is Tech right now? He's just dancing around and he takes down Rebeli. There is reinforcements coming for TCM. It's hymzi, excuse me, and Tech finally will go down. But he delayed that mid-fight so long that Punchline are going to have their defense set up in yard here. They in fact even gave thoughts to contesting that middle Admirable, but wisely chose not to.
Yeah, they probably could have just capped it out quicker, but Rebeli chased the frag down, got picked off, but eventually got cleaned up. And Tech did enough, and we're going to see an Uber stalemate again. Both medics are alive after dying on middle, and it is up to Punchline to be the aggressors here. 1-1, or up to TCM even, with them holding the middle. I think this is the first time we've seen a situation, Uber versus Uber, and kaidus is laying out that damage. No one is challenging him really, just the spam pipes coming in from Flynn, but a soldier just needs to jump up there and deny kaidus. You can't let him do that because he's just bringing down this buff advantage really. And Rebeli comes and picks up the demo, man. Yeah. Wow!
They dropped Flynn despite popping right there. They wanted to pop to save him, but they just waited so long. Zebbosai's aggression doing a very good job of distracting K3. K3, in fact, goes down to 2 long-range pipes from kaidus. Some nice DM there. There is a scout for TCM in deep fighting Flippy here. But hymzi will go down. kaidus is chasing the last as hymzi and Rebeli get taken down by Tech from behind. There are 4 players up for TCM right now, and Punchline's health is pretty bad. kaidus on last, onto Flynn here. Flynn goes down easily, doesn't even damage kaidus, I don't think. And kaidus now hitting some sick stickies onto the scout from long range. The medic is up for Punchline, and kaidus will go down, and a scout will take down hocz. It's a scout and a medic on point right now for Punchline. TCM will wait for their Uber to get up before they push. They do have a nice 40% advantage right now.
Man, that last passage of play was all kaidus. He was just the one who single-handedly forced them out of the ramp room there and got them into the yard. And then picking off Flynn right at the end there. Like, big plays from Jason. Doing a lot of damage, maybe not getting a lot of kills. The scoreboard doesn't have him ranked too highly, but I've been impressed so far. Definitely outshining Flynn, and they have been popped in here. It's kaidus leading the charge with that Uber. They've got Flippy's on sniper actually. He's switching back though because he realises it's much too late. Meanwhile, the rest of his team are getting destroyed on the last point. K3 down, plapla down, now Flynn down. This is looking dire right now.
The back half is started, but Punchline are getting great spam on this point. Tech is in, shotgunning away. But hocz has enough health to stay alive. I have to think that if CaptainHax hadn't gone for that back cap, and I don't really know why you would try a soldier back cap there, that would have gone in an entirely different direction.
Absolutely. I guess maybe the comms just weren't accurate enough as to how badly they were doing, but if you looked at his scoreboard, he probably could have realised it was the time to go back and help his teammates out. But in those situations where you just don't have Uber at all, it's always probably best to try and just out-deathmatch rather than make that back cap play, especially as a soldier, like you say, DDC. But we're back on middle here, and kaidus is taking a little bit of damage. He's been forced into the corner, and now Punchline might be able to capitalise on this, but Zebbosai goes down to Flynn, and Tech suicides, craters and eats a rocket. hymzi picks up 2, that is Flynn down. Only CaptainHax and K3 remain. And he is juking out with the shotgun, but he needs to reload his rocket so he can get out.
Nice fight by kaidus takes down K3.
Oh my god.
And right now CaptainHax just has to go for the play, but he can't even get damage on the byte. That mid was pretty much, that went TCM's way because Tech tried to get aggressive out of the ramp room, but got juggled by what looked like 15 different projectiles, and hence the suicide as he tried to rocket jump away. But TCM do have full Uber. Punchline are not in position to do much of anything right now, but they are banking on Flippy to get a headshot onto byte here as he comes in the door. He's back left right now, and they came in right. Flippy misses his one shot, his one chance for glory. And TCM do pop there. Uber, there's a scout right on the point, and TCM are wisely using their combo to just deny entry to the point. And because they got so much cap time there, that's an easy round to TCM. That'll make it 3-1 here on Granary.
Yeah, TCM looking really strong right now, and it's not just on middle, it's just sort of categorically winning on every point in the Uber versus Uber situations, even with wipes on middle as well, like we saw last round. And I hope Punchline can change something up right here, or this map could be over very quickly. Although it is stalemate, we do see some very fast rounds. There is 8 minutes 30 left on the clock, and it's kaidus versus Flynn on middle. Oh, look at him. He tries to come in onto the demo man, gets denied by plapla, but no frag right there. He's just forced back. Zebbo comes in, gets the pick onto Flynn. Flippy finishes off Zebbo, but meanwhile Rebeli takes out Tech, and plapla goes down to hymzi, and this is looking like TCM can steamroll forward again. K3 does manage to survive this time, so they hopefully won't get pushed all the way back to last, but already kaidus coming in. His first sticky is no good, his second not great. The Uber's forced off here, and it's up to CaptainHax to try and make byte multi. He does, so they do have a few seconds here if he wants to commit, but K3 looks like he's going to let him go. He does manage to save him in time, and they're going to hold off. Nice Uber trade there for Punchline, considering they didn't have the players.
Yeah, and in the meantime, both scouts for TCM are down. Punchline actually with a number advantage here. They're trying to get aggressive in this yard. They're focusing their fire, and a scout sneaks in onto byte. Big play from plapla, but Zebbosai's in late into the fight. Gets great damage on that soldier, and kaidus with the bomb now onto K3, hits a nice pipe and is inside too right now. Zebbosai and hocz are down though, but kaidus is inside in a decent position against some low health players here. But he is spotted. He will go down to Tech's rocket. And hymzi in fact gets needled by K3 right there. It was well played by Punchline. They got a number advantage on the flank, and then they used it instantly, and it earned them about 5 kills they did not deserve.
Yeah, I think that play from kaidus is the sort of thing that byte likes to try and rein it in, because he didn't actually hit that pipe when he jumped behind. He jumped behind, missed the pipe. It was a soldier who hit K3. I think if kaidus had done any damage at all, the medic would have gone down, but he whiffed it and didn't do anything behind. And right now they've basically gifted them a chance back into this game with the 7 minutes left on the clock. The Uber's been forced early though. Zebbo and hymzi down.
Zebbosai was hiding in that little area that nobody's hidden since about 2008, that forward respawn. But you see Punchline, the difference between Punchline and TCM. In that situation, TCM would have been already pushing into yard, and instead Punchline had to pop their Uber so early they're not going to get much done with it. Byte is weak on last, and Punchline are trying to get aggressive. kaidus will go down. That is very bad, but the heavy is up now, and he does get some overheals here. That would be Zebbosai playing the heavy, but he's getting focused down so well. Well played by Punchline, and they take down Byte and hocz as well, and will get this cap. And that pretty much came about because they picked kaidus right at that door. That was a very good round from Punchline. They moved off of advantages. They rebounded. They rebounded from some small mistakes and just turned it around. Big plays from them.
Flynn and Tech just coming through in that combo, focusing down suckers left, right and centre. kaidus didn't know what hit him. Then Rebeli was next at 450 HP. Did nothing, DJC. We're back in middle here. kaidus coming in from the ramp room. He's feeling a little scared. He's going to go up top and meet up with Byte. This is a old school TCM strat with everybody going up top. Soldier bombs in high. It's Zebbosai getting destroyed by Flippy and Plapla. But that's enough to distract, and the frags are coming in. That's 2 now. Both soldiers down for Punchline, aka Solid Low Prem. And
hocz, hymzi, and Rebeli go down.
It's
time. 2 members of TCM, and they're fighting in a very bad position right now. Byte will go down. Did not have Uber, I do not believe. 99% as kaidus died before we could get it. Very good repush from Punchline. It looked like it was going to go very poorly when both of their soldiers went down instantly as Zebbosai got on top of them. But they rebounded about as well as you could ever expect with their own aggression, and Byte and kaidus just got kind of caught out there in the gap between the crates.
Yeah, the scouts of Punchline really pulling it back from them there. I got to question the decision of the Punchline soldiers to bomb in like that when it's both scouts up top. Obviously that's exactly what that tactics is designed to stop, you know, it's like anti-air. If you jump against them you're gonna get raped. And we sort of saw that, but anyway, it worked out for them. Anyway, I suppose that was enough of a distraction. DDC, Rebeli here adds the fat man spinning that big minigun up top, but it's sort of ineffective because Punchline are just coming in below him. He's too fat and slow, and they've Ubered in onto last year. They're going to try and get that pick onto Byte. They're juggling him around. He's on 15 HP. They can't get the finish. Somebody pistol Byte.
They are taking down kaidus, and Byte goes down to a roller from long range. kaidus being the key pick there, though. I didn't really like Punchline's play there. They waited so long with their huge Uber advantage, they didn't even start the cap. I mean, they knew there was the sniper, but it felt like they needed to get aggressive there. It just worked out in the end because TCM did not have the best positioning, and they maybe got a little overconfident off of that headshot.
Flippy.
Where's Flippy at right now? He is sniping on point, and I gotta watch this. I mean, Zebbosai's sniper is nice, but Flippy's sniper is all world. If nobody knows, he was in the auto-aim sequel video that was released a while ago. A bit of controversy on the ETF2L 4, but there is no doubt that Flippy is one of the premier snipers in this game.
Yeah, Tech as well is actually a beast of a sniper, so they have that option to drop a soldier or a scout, which is one of their big strengths. And Flippy finds Zebbosai with the headshot, and that's going to be the push already. The
heavy is also very weak, and Byte goes down. The heavy is down as well, barely even have to focus fire him. It's just hocz alive right now, and he's just kind of standing there on the pipe like, please, for the love of God, can I get some help? And that will be a tying round from Punchline. And as you call it before, James, as Flynn goes, so do Punchline. His numbers have been rapidly increasing, and it's working out very well for them as he's getting more frags, more damage, and actually staying alive on middle.
Check out hymzi. He seems to be sucking out right now. He's sitting with 21 points at the bottom of the scoreboard. I think he's being totally denied by Plapla and Flippy.
He's not even that far behind Zebbosai and kaidus, though. They're only on 23. We're taking over the middle here. Both scouts up top for Punchline. kaidus playing on the ground a little here, wants to meet up with a Byte on that gap. No quick aggression from Zebbosai here, but hocz does jump the crate, and hymzi and goes down, and then plapla onto kaidus. Tech and plapla down in retaliation, but the health is so bad on TCM, everyone is weak except for Zebbosai.
And Byte is totally forced out, eats a rocket and surfs back, and now hocz, Zebbosai is there to save him. Byte fires off a crossbow, but Byte got denied by a bomb in, and then a follow-up from the second Punchline soldier. I think that was, who's still alive? CaptainHax managed to force him out.
Uber is popped here by Byte inside too, and Zebbosai's not really going to be able to do much of this. He's going to have to back up, but he's getting juggled. He's trapped in right now, but there's nobody to focus him, and kaidus has stickies all over point, but not going to do enough damage, and Zebbosai will go down. And Byte is on half health at the moment as well.
I see, just picking on Flynn again right there. That situation, Zebbosai was totally trapped, but still Flynn, he always seems to fail in these one-on-one situations where he's with the team, you know, he can do a lot of damage and whatever, but when it comes to actually
Aggression from
finishing people off...
CaptainHax, but he is taken down. Sorry to cut you off there, but didn't want to miss a clutch play in the making, James.
I'm just a big E-bully here. I have no clue how to play Demo Man, but I will abuse people all day, every day on how it should be done. And TCM sitting with 6 players here as Punchline wait for CaptainHax to respawn before they do anything. There is no pick classes in play right now. You don't really see that too much on this point. It is really just something you have to try and muscle your way in here with that splash damage. You got those soldiers, those demos, and then you all got the scouts on the flanks. And we do see the Ubers popped off here. It's kaidus trying to get the damage on those non-Ubered players as you want to do. And
there's a soldier in so deep. Tech is all over the enemy combo right now, but they do deal with him well, and CaptainHax goes down as well. Punchline may have made a very bad mistake here, as there's only about 50 seconds left, and if TCM move quickly, they could take middle and make a last-second gas for the last point here to try and win this round and take the map rather than let it go to the golden cap. There's now 40 seconds on the clock, but the back cap is started by plapla, and TCM are really going to have to hoof it to middle here if they want to cap this. But Punchline are getting their soldiers in position.
K3 and Flynn got chased down by the scouts of TCM there and sodomized. They've been taken out in the game, DC, but it's getting really scrappy with that player behind. Now the scouts of TCM are looking dangerously overextended. Hymzi does manage to escape, but Rebeli had gone down. Hymzi on 4 HP gets tagged with the shotgun from CaptainHax. Still Flippy on the flanks here, causing mayhem for TCM. The Uber's been popped off here so early, they just want to make sure that the clock runs out. Look at me getting all excited, DJ. So.
I wanted to cut you off, James, but I know better than to deny a man his happiness. We do see kaidus rejoin the game, so there'll be a short delay before we get to the golden cap. Who do you think looks better in the golden cap? I mean, golden caps pretty much come down to win mid and hold it. And Punchline have looked kind of confident in their last, I think, 2 or 3 middles here. TCM even adapted their play because Punchline were dealing with the Zebbosai jump so well.
Yeah, it sort of sucked, man, because TF2 traditionally is really a momentum game. We don't have those breaks that you're lucky to have in North America. Teams often get steamrolled because they can't adapt. But right now, TCM have been given a lifeline with a little break here as we do pause before the golden cap. And I feel that TCM, they probably have a few master strategists in there, so I'm hoping to see something interesting in the middle, like they're going to make a play of some sort. So that's what I'm counting on. I'm gonna bank on TCM to win middle. I'm not sure if they're going to win the round, but I'm going to give middle to them, DJC. What do you think of that?
Just to create a little drama, I'm going to say that Punchline win this. I do have a little insider information. Zebbosai was pestering me on IRC the other day asking for who some of the more dynamic North American soldiers were. Wanted to pick up a few keen jumps from them, see if there was anything he could do without the gunboat. I expect we see Zebbosai might pull out one of those keen jumps if he actually watched some demos. See if he has some miracle play he can pull on Granary middle. That's the key player I'm going to watch. If Zebbosai's mid goes well, TCM tend to win. If not, it tends to go the other way. So I guess what I'm saying when I say that Punchline are going to win this middle is that Zebbosai is going to fail spectacularly. I mean, no offense to the man, but Romer's hard, man. Romer is hard, Admirable.
I've got to agree with you there. He is definitely a solid soldier, but in his role as Romer for TCM, he seems very hit and miss. I suppose that is Romer in a nutshell. But we are going live here for the golden cap. No need to do an intro. I'm not even sure if the stream is up right now, DJC. I'm just casting on the edge of my seat as we go in to the 7th round here of CP Granary. And right now I am watching Flynn, the underdog demo man, as he comes into middle. Already kaidus has a sticky for me. Slightly slow there, and that might smell disaster for this Punchline middle as Flynn is in the corner and 50 HP. Gets taken out by hymzi. This is going all wrong. The scouts are all over that soldier, but Zebbo comes in on the other flank and takes out flippy kaidus onto Tick. He was trying to pick Byte there, but K3 and the rest of his crew have backed off. They just wanted to stay alive. And DJC, eat your words, bitch. TCM taking the middle.
Yeah, TCM do take the middle, but we don't know what the round is going to be yet. Punchline did keep their Uber up, but they're forced to pop here well out of position. That's not where you want to pop if you're hoping to win a golden cap. They pop deep inside second and have the much worse Uber. Flynn is coming in late and getting good spam, but kaidus is just plus forwarding into the combo and takes a lot of pressure off. Zebbosai and hymzi will go down. CaptainHax the only casualty for Punchline at the moment. TCM do have Zebbosai in the respawn queue right now. Could come up sniper, could come up heavy even. Looks like they're going to hold the door open for Rebeli to come heavy, I do believe. Waiting to see if Rebeli's running back to spawn or if Zebbosai is going to make the switch here.
Oh, they decide not to, it seems, but that heavy
flippy on sniper.
So effective. Maybe that's why they don't run a heavy. Because the snipers out there, oh my god, I think I've got a frog in my throat.
Yeah, I think they wanted to run the heavy, but as soon as they realized Flippy was sniping, they knew better of it. The Ubers are still even, and Flippy could be the round deciding factor here if he gets a nice headshot. But TCM are just playing this very passive. They want to milk a little time. They could send Zebbosai into suicide. It looks like they might even do just that. Zebbosai in deep onto K3. Damage. Oh, he drops the Uber! Very bad play from K3. Kind of inexcusable. I hate ripping on individual players and casts, but that was pretty much the single worst player that someone could make in a game, especially in a golden cap. And TCM have 6 alive. They popped so early, though. They do get plapla instantly, and they're getting great pressure onto Flippy and Flynn. Kaidus with some huge plays. And they run onto point and cap it, and that will be a golden cap victory, 4-3 to TCM. Off of the back of one of the worst Uber drops I've ever seen, Admirable.
DGC, you blame the Uber drop, but did you see CaptainHax standing on the pipe about 10 feet away from the door, didn't fire a single shot until Zebbosai had gotten 2 rockets off? Nobody was paying attention right there. It's just one of those plays I guess they didn't expect, but sure he could have popped Uber, but he probably still would have lost the round anyway.
Probably still would have lost the round anyway, but at least they would have had a chance. If you drop an Uber versus an Uber, I mean, you don't have any chance at all. A lot of people made mistakes there. But the big one has to go to K3. It's inexcusable to drop in that situation, Admirable.
I can sympathise with him. I've dropped many an Uber. Even his positioning was pretty good. He was aware that the bomb was possible. He was standing right at the door so he could dodge in there, but he just couldn't get far away enough. And I guess that's all she wrote for Granary. That's TCM-Gaming taking it 4-3 against Punchline on this first map of the ETF2L Season 12, powered by TT Esports Premier Division playoff between TCM and Punchline. DJC, before we wrap this up, tell me who was your man of the map?
Well, my man of the map was obviously Kaidus. I mean, in the 4 rounds he won, I wouldn't be surprised if Kaidus got about 75% of the kills and even more of the damage. He was going absolutely insane. I've rarely seen Kaidus on form as good as that. Who was your man of the match, Admirable? Who are you going to go with that isn't Kaidus, just to be contrary?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was going to go for Kaidus too, but I guess I'll give it to Zebbosai then. 30 minutes of mediocrity, just forgotten